Hi, this is Robert from Benzo Withdrawals, and today I wanted to talk about a few things. One of them is time. How much time do we spend in the beginning being the victim, okay? And then how much time do we spend then, and when does that happen, looking forward to be in recovery? Unlike, we all know this, unlike alcohol, you can go into an AA meeting and stop drinking for 3 days and you started your recovery, then, well, that's no such thing. That's going to happen with us. That does not happen here. So I'm curious about if people are feeling better as they've tapered. I'm having a pretty good day. Well, my tinnitus is high. It's not an 8 or a 9. I sniff because my ears are always blocked with it. And I use earplugs and I use tinnitus masking sounds, but so time. In the beginning, I was excited to get off this medication. Really, truly, that has changed. My feelings about that are quite different these days, because of the shit job that the rapid taper did and how it fucked me up. So it's been since August 22nd last year I made the jump, and then I was reinstated on October 12th at 0.25 milligrams of clonazepam. And I stayed at that for, let me see here, up until mid-January. Last week I had a particularly bad week. I wasn't so much in waves as I was at Maverick in Big Sur kind of waves. It overwhelmed me. It may have been, I'm going to say it was the worst it's ever been. I had insomnia for 24 hours. Insomnia causes higher pitched tinnitus. Along with that causes anxiety, which causes, the benzo symptoms to just, they just go and they run like crazy. I'm not going to get into the details of it, but I managed to make it through. Contacted some friends. One of the things that I've done during this period of time is, I'm a very private person. I have let some friendships slip through the years. I am out here in California. I don't know a lot of people, because I've only been here back a couple of years, and I'm not hitting the nightclubs and the bar scene and all that kind of stuff. That's just not my deal. And so I have some friends out here that I had lost touch with, and I've gotten back in touch with them. I've actually told them about my condition. I've asked them if they don't mind hearing from me every once in a while. I think it makes people feel good to be needed. And it also feels good that there's some kind of support system, because you're certainly not going to get a lot of it from the hospitals, from your half-hour visits with your psychiatrist, or your visiting the VA. It's just not going to happen. So I've written the VA. I've done that about this doctor. I've done everything that I can do right now about that to see if I can get this guy's before somebody to figure out whether or not he should be doing this in prescribing anything, or claiming that he's an addiction specialist. He's a pain specialist. He causes pain, but I don't know if he's an addiction specialist. So I'm having a pretty good day today. What I mean by a pretty good day today, my tinnitus in this ear is bad, but it's not an 8 or a 9. It's about a 5 to a 6. So I've been able to go most of the day without the music or the hearing aids to mask the sound. My head isn't throbbing as much. I always feel like I have a slight fever, but I'm making another jump today. I'm making another cut. So I started at 0.1 milligrams. That was about a little less than a year ago, and today my cut is at 0.16. So I'm at a 16th of what it was that I was at when I started. So I'm also told that this is the hardest part, but actually I take a look at time, and time is our enemy in the beginning because time goes so slow. And when you first start this, you can't even imagine the pain that you're about to experience. It's unlike anything that, for those of us that are in it, are going to go through. We don't want to scare the people that are to death either for those that want to go through this benzo withdrawal, if it's done properly, I believe that it can be done with far less harm than has been inflicted on a lot of us by unknowing physicians. So right now I'm feeling okay. I'm having a decent day. So what I've done is I have that whiteboard, and I had all the stuff on there that had gone wrong through December and everything else, and I just erased it yesterday and I put on top of it, see my journal if you want to know it, and then from April 2nd, plan recovery to finish the taper. So my mindset, that I once heard Abraham Hicks say that the solution is in a different vibration than the problem. And so a lot of I understand that a lot of us fixate on the problem right now. Well, our families don't want to hear from us. Friends maybe don't want to hear of us, because when they call, all we're going to talk about is this, how sick we are. So what I'm going to try to start doing right now is I'm going to start trying not to be the victim of benzos. To try my best. I know I'm going to struggle with this on a daily basis, but to try to keep as much of a positive outlook on this. Not that I have 4 months left to go on this, but look at how far I've come. Okay, I'm 84%. I've eliminated 84% of the medication that I was on. Now I'm down to just 16% of it. And so I'm looking to hopefully that as this goes along, maybe today is a sign that I'm getting better. I understand that there are windows and waves, but when you run a marathon, you hit that thing called the wall, and it's usually at about 23 miles on a 26-mile marathon, and it saps everything that you have out of you. And so I'm hoping to look at like what happened to me last week, which was the darkest week through this entire period. That was my wall, and that coming out the other side here, that I am going to now start planning my life after benzos. Continue to work. One of the things that I've been very fortunate about is I have a good team of people that work with me. Nobody knows I'm sick or been going through this. And my business has been getting actually better, which is a real shit. Because instead of enjoying the fruits of my work that I worked so hard for, I'm laid up like this. The other thing that's happened is my debt has gone way down because I'm not eating out at dinner, I'm not going on dates, I'm not going to restaurants, I'm not going to movies. Amazon has become a very good friend of mine, as well as Instacart. So my advice for people that would be starting this is, there are a lot of horror stories online. This is no easy task. This is not for the faint of heart. I believe that when I come out of this, the other side, that I believe I'm already a different person. This has humbled me. This really, if you have an ego, this will sap that ego right out of you. Once again, I said, I'm not a religious person. And I often think of that saying about footsteps. That's you see a lot in AA and stuff like that. That when you're walking down the beach, and your higher power was supposed to be with you, and you look behind you, and all you saw are 2 footsteps, and you were supposed to be with me, and And the saying goes, well, that's the time when I was carrying you. Sometimes there just feels like there's got to be a point and a purpose to this. I don't know why life would inflict such pain on decent human beings. And then we come out the other side, and hopefully we do. And I want my life back. I would love my life back. I don't want to be an old man when I get back. I don't want to have dementia. I don't want to come out of this with dementia. One of the things that scared the living crap out of me, shit out of me, was that when I started reading about this stuff, and I'm getting up there in years, is that this stuff causes dementia. I don't want to be sucking on a straw someplace in some home, not knowing who I am. So I'm trying to do everything that in my power. There are a lot of brave people that are posting their stuff online here to help. Unlike an AA meeting or CA meeting where people can go and get support, we can't do that because we're not, according to them, clean and sober. You would have to stop. And most of us can't make a meeting 6 days a week to begin with because we're just not in that kind of shape. So this is sort of our way. The benzo, the feedback that I have gotten from people has been very positive, and I am so grateful for it. Okay, because every time that I get some feedback or something positive or a question that I may be able to answer for somebody that's going through this, I feel like I'm helping. Somebody's helping me, I'm passing it along. I'm trying to pay it forward. So I just want to say, have a blessed day. For those of you that are going through this, my heart goes out to you. I have great empathy for what it is that you're experiencing. And, as always, just leave a comment below, any suggestions, how you feel about it, how you're looking at it, and we'll see you soon.